Welcome back to Math 107 College Algebra. In this video, we're going to take a look at an introduction to the idea of what a logarithm is. So, last time in class, we took a look at the fact that something to the x power, I'm going to use 2 to the x here. Let me go ahead and write that as a function. So we established that function is one-to-one. It has an inverse. So now the question is finding the inverse. So I do the usual y equals 2 to the x, switch my x and y. And get x equals 2 to the y, and now I run into a problem. That y is in the exponent of the function, and I have no way of getting it out. So what we actually do in this case is we define a new function. Y is equal to the log base 2 of x. Basically what that's saying is nothing more than we're defining a new function to be the inverse of the exponential. So what we can do with that is we can use the definition. So y equals log base b of x is saying the same thing as b to the y equals x. So for example, I could give you the problem log base 4 of 1 over 64. So that's the same thing as me asking if I go ahead and give that a value equals x. Same thing as me saying 4 to the x equals 1 over 64. So I ask myself, to what power do I need to raise 4 to get 1/64th? And that answer ends up being -3. So the basic idea of the logarithm is you ask yourself what power you need to raise the base to in order to get the argument of the logarithm. And there are a couple of special bases that are important to us. One of them is the log base 10. So obviously if I give you log base 10 of 100, you ask yourselves what power we raise 10 to get 100. And that's going to be 2. But 10 is such an important number to us that we're not going to write log base 10 every time we need to take log base 10. We're just going to write log. So we'll say log of 100 equals 2. So anytime I don't put a base on a logarithm, it's assumed to be base 10. Other important one, so last time in class we derived the number e. That is an important number to us in mathematics so much that we're not going to write log base e of 7 equals some number. Instead, we're going to write ln of 7. And I'm not going to bother working that out. It's going to be some number we can just plug into the calculator. The idea is I can just hit the ln button and be done with it. So, that's going to do it for this video. In class on Thursday, we're going to start discussing the different properties of this logarithmic function.